Avengers Endgame crosses the $2 billion mark in record time, meaning it's the fastest, highest grossing film to cross the $2 billion mark in a short amount of time. 11 days to be specific. I'll have more info right after the intro. Hey guys, welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. I'm your host, Ronnie, and today we're going to be talking about the Avengers Endgame box office details. They crossed the $2 billion mark. They finally beat Titanic, and the only movie that's left that they have to beat is Avatar, which is setting at a record $2.78 billion. So, more details on the matter with this article online from Superhero Hype. Avengers Endgame crosses the $2 billion mark in record time. About a decade ago, Disney purchased Marvel for approximately $4 billion. That investment has continued to pay off with the Avengers Endgame, agreed, which just crossed another box office milestone. Via Variety, Endgame has brought $2 billion worldwide after only 11 days in theaters. By comparison, Avengers Infinity War reached $1 billion in the same span of time last year. Besides Endgame and Infinity War, only 3 other films have managed to reach the $2 billion mark: Avatar, Titanic, and Star Wars The Force Awakens. By the end of the weekend, Endgame will likely pass Infinity War, The Force Awakens, and Titanic to become the new number 2 behind Avatar. Now, the question is simple. When can Endgame match or exceed the $2.78 billion record currently held by Avatar? That record seems to likely fall, but it's not a certainty yet. Endgame's box office performance is bound to slow down at some point, especially as the other summer blockbusters finally arrive. But there's still a chance that the Endgame could climb even higher. It may even be the first movie to ever make $3 billion at the worldwide box office, if its popularity holds up. Domestically, Endgame still has a long way to go before catching up to The Force Awakens' $936 million record. Currently, Endgame has made approximately $620 million in North America, which places it at number 9 on the all-time list. Will Endgame claim the domestic and worldwide records from Avatar and The Force Awakens? How high do you think it can go? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. So, a few things that I want to talk about. Let's talk about the domestic box office. Right now, Endgame has approximately made $620 million in North America, and it's currently being held at number 9 on the all-time list. Now, that is a big deal. Worldwide is also a big deal, but I think the important factor is that we want Avengers Endgame to be the number 1 spot in worldwide box office records. And to me, that's important. And as for the rest of the world, it's pretty important because superhero movies are no joke, okay? Some people have this stigma about superhero films, and that stigma is that these movies shouldn't be taken too serious because they're just superhero movies and they're not Oscar worthy, they're not Golden Globe worthy. And from time and time again, with examples like Black Panther and certain other superhero movies, including Infinity War and Endgame, they've been proven to break that stigma. Black Panther recently won an Oscar, and now Endgame is going to be entered in the Golden Globes or in the Oscars. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, please comment down below if you know the details about that. Again, that stigma still lies because some people just can't take superhero films seriously because of the way they are, and and their movies about these fictional characters who have superpowers. Go figure. But people are now starting to see the light come in, and that's the fact that superhero movies are no joke. They're capable of great things, for example, breaking box office records. So let me know your thoughts. Do you want Avengers Endgame to be in the number 1 spot in the worldwide box office? And please, for the love of God, let's try to have Avengers Endgame beat Avatar. Avatar has held the number 1 spot in worldwide box office for 10 freaking years. So help Marvel Studios out. Buy your tickets, go see Avengers Endgame. If you've seen it once, go see it twice. And if you've seen it twice, go see it 3 times. You're helping for a good cause. And I'm going to call it. I'm going to call this the Avengers Endgame Challenge. Yeah, that's it. Hashtag beat Avatar. Hashtag Endgame number 1. So, pretty cool, right? Avengers Endgame to be the number 1 movie in the world, as like every other trailer ever states about their movies. Yes, this is the #1 movie in the world. Well, guess what? This movie is bound to be the #1 movie in the world. So comment down below. Let me know what are your thoughts. Are you sick and tired of having Avatar be #1? Do you want Avengers Endgame to beat that mark? And do you think the Avengers Endgame will reach the $3 billion mark, which will mark it the first movie in the entire world to reach that record? That'll be something, and that'll be something unprecedented, clearly. So comment down below and let me know. Like, share, whatever. I'll see you guys all in the next comic panel.